Hello kitties, BobCat here, coming on to you on this 2:31 a.m. EDT EST, July 29th, Friday morning. That's 2022. I'm trying to make sure I got everything right. I'm checking my clocks and stuff here. According to my computer, it is 2:31 a.m. So, in my time, Eastern U.S. And I just want to show you all a few things while I am here. Some factual news, BobCat factual news, July 29th, 2022. Now, I'm going to show you this. Pause if you need to, so I'm going to go through it kind of fast because I don't want to waste too much time. But these might not be exactly the order of everything I'll be talking about on here, but just a few things here as I add to you. You'll see some of the things you'll be like, was that true? Well, I'm going to show you a little bit of news to reported by media, so you can see for yourself the factual news. What I'm doing, using the factual news against all you idiots out there. That's what I'm all about, giving you the facts, showing you what your own news sources are actually showing you, but you don't see because they don't push it to the front burner. They kind of bury things. So just to make you leftists mad, I love making y'all angry, worthless piece of crap. Okay, let's begin with that right there. And that's true. They want to go with electric, but I mean, EMP that's a big threat to us. Why they want to make a extremely vulnerable grid system for? Now don't worry about the source. I know some of you don't like PragerU because you're leftist and you're stupid and blah blah blah. No, there is a fact. They've been making these claims for a long time now. New York City should be underwater by now. The streets, that is. I ain't saying the skyscrapers will be, but they keep on making these claims about global warming, climate change, even global cooling. When I was a kid, they was worried that we were going to have an ice age. They keep on flopping this stuff around. You know, the problem is they keep on pushing all this stuff into the future. Keep on saying the same thing, but they keep on changing the dates and when it's going to happen. And that does go back, kind of the previous one there. Because as they move toward, I'm right about this, the EMP bombs and everything, but I mean, they're using climate change to push for all electric system and everything because they talk about gas and coal and all that stuff being harmful for the planet. So, I'll show you. There are some facts. The half-black Hitler, he must not be too worried about rising water, huh? Says one thing and do something different, like George Carlin said. And that's just kind of its own little point, because people that claim they're empowered want to point their fingers at others. Let me tell you something. If you're empowered, you're the only person to blame. Nobody's holding you back. If somebody's holding you back, you are not empowered. It's probably a good thing there's somebody there to lead you. Think about that. Yep, right from my own page, boy. That I do run Democrat Republican Express. You see those words there, those bold-faced words? That's used a lot. And all this false science, this fake science, these lies are spreading around to try to trick people into giving them money, sending donations so they can use their sciences. People, do you think that these other folks that's doing this stuff want to go work a 9-to-5 job? No. They spent money to get education in these fields. They want to stay in their fields and play. They don't want to work real jobs. They want to do what they want to do. They're not going to stop lying to you just to tell the truth. They would have to go get a regular job because their education fails them. So they're going to do whatever they can to keep on getting people to donate them money so they can keep on digging up clues, dinosaur bones, or carbon dating, whatever. Not going to come off of it because they would lose everything they've got. Probably end up divorced, lose their big homes and their cars and their in-ground swimming pools and their high-profile social lives. They're not going to come off of it. They're going to lie to you to get more money. Okay? They're lying like crazy. Most of the 99.99% of the science that we see is not science. It's a lie. There's stuff out there. I'm going to show you stuff that's not true. There's climate change. You're going to see that here in a little bit. I'm going to show you the science, the real science, that disproves everything they're saying right now. They're saying, oh, well, the planet's getting warmer and the ice is melting and the ocean is rising. No, it's not. I'm going to show you the science right here in a minute. They're lying to you. Most of the stuff they're saying is nothing but lies. It's for the money. It's for agenda. And I'll show you the real science from NASA itself here in a minute. There's more ice than ever. And that's a fact. NASA talks about that. Now, back to the thing here. Yep. Rand Paul told the modern day Mengele, if they find out that they're sending money to Wuhan, they're responsible for 6 million deaths from COVID. And as that modern day Mengele sits there and says they didn't send money, his own institution, the National Institute of Health, saying the opposite, saying that they sent money to Wuhan. The National Institute of Health is saying, yep, they sent money to Wuhan. Well, the modern day Mengele, I don't want to say his name on here because I risk getting this shut down, sits there and says, no, we've never done nothing. We wasn't experimenting. It come from nature. That's what I believe. Well, NIH says different. I want you to think about that. And by the way, he's starting to change his tune because Rand Paul's already assured him, hey, the Republicans take back over the House in November, you'll be testifying before the Congress. So he's starting to change his tune a little bit. Well, I've got to I'll keep in mind as a scientist that another possibility that they could have been paid off and everything, been sent money, and created these labs, these viruses in the lab. But I still believe it comes from nature. He's starting to say that now. Trying to change his tune a little bit. So keep that in mind, y'all. And you can find that information that's out there. Yeah, as they go with that stuff that nobody wants to work, they say all kinds of things. As you can see, a lot of stuff that you hear has always been said. Look at that. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to work. 1952, nobody wants to work. 1940, nobody wants to work. 1937, nobody wants to work. 1922, nobody wants to work. 1916, nobody wants to work. 1905, nobody wants to work. 1894, nobody wants to work. All those headlines, y'all. Think about that. Yeah, just a little old picture. I say most of us are going to remember this real soon. We're going to find out why our ancestors reused tea bags and washed aluminum foil, things like that. Okay, we're back to the beginning. Yeah, those headlines, it's the same thing. I was watching a movie called Parenthood with Steve Martin the other night. They talking about, in these difficult times, man, you have any idea how many decades they've been saying that? Yeah, well, centuries. Been a long time, y'all. It's always been difficult. Life has never been easy. Just to remind people of something here, as Russia attacked Ukraine, Russia are bad guys. I'm not denying that. Russia's not the only ones. See for yourself. Al Jazeera. The only lie in here is that word far right. Nazis were not right wing, y'all. They were left wing. See for yourself, you all. Look. This is who Russia's fighting. Neo-Nazis. See right there, look. That's a Ukraine's actor. What do you think about that? Yeah. Huh? Now, I've seen those two things up here on once, and I can't figure out why. Give me a second here. What have we got here? Oh, okay, I know what happened. I know what happened. So, something that made me mad the other day, a few days ago, 2 days ago. All this time, talking about the boldface stuff and the uh, information there. They want you to follow this and that. They always keep on talking about the experts. Listen to the experts. The scientists, of course, are selective. They want you to listen to the experts that are saying what they are being their agenda. They want you to listen to the experts like Dr. Peter McCullough, who tells you the opposite. They want to ostracize them. They want you to listen to that bunch. So it's very selective. But anyway, they keep on screaming about experts and science, stuff like that. Right here, and it's on Yahoo Finance. I want you to read this. This made me mad. Now, ask yourself, what medical science does Biden have that makes him an expert in anything? Nothing. He's an attorney. So you see for yourself. Okay? See? They're actually telling you to obey their Fuhrer, Biden, instead of the CDC. Now, I'm not actually a CDC advocate myself. I don't trust them, but I bet you I trust them a whole lot more than I do Biden. They're literally telling you not to obey the CDC, to obey the Fuhrer. Biden. See it for yourself. Oh, there it is. No, so you can look it up. Look. Buddy, we're watching Nazi Germany again. That's what's going on. Now, this is getting pathetic. Very, extremely pathetic. Global warming. We always hear about the oceans rising and the ice melting. I showed you some of that stuff a little bit ago, like the Prague University. You talk about the UN claimed in '89, all that stuff about the rising oceans and all that. What do you see for yourselves here? You gotta come in focus. So you can see for yourself. Yes, I know it's 2015, but still, we have more ice than we did 1981. There's your science, you all. What they're telling you in the media is not science. It is lies. Do you get it now? Do you understand? It's all about agenda and money and power. They are lying about everything. 99.99% of what you are seeing in the popular cultures and everything is not science. It's fake, it's false, it's lies. As dumb as I am, I can just debunk this stuff. There's no reason you should be falling for it and listening to it either. Just simply very pathetic of you and shame on you. You just want to believe because you're biased. Leftist idiot. And just to go on with this, for nearly 20 years, 17 years I think it was, Tom Cruise interview, because he's in Scientology. Now, I'm not trying to promote Scientology. I disagree with that also. But if you want to look this up, this comes from the Blaze TV. I'll show you. And there's that information. Quite simply, this article here becomes apparent they're simply lying about everything, as I said before, that these medicines are bad. There's no links to some of these things we're claiming, such as depression and stuff like that. They've gone so far to admit that the what they call that, the brain, the malfunctioning, stuff like that. Oh Lord, oh no. My memory lapse here. Chemical imbalance, that's the word. The chemical imbalance, it's all theory, it's not even true. And this is the article. You can see for yourselves, you all. They are lying about everything. I'm trying to get some of you to wake up and realize it is not true. I've shown you science tonight. It goes against what the media claims about global warming as they push for all kinds of stupid things to make money, to fill the greedy pockets off your back. Ask yourself, if you had to plug a vehicle in, just one, how many vehicles are you going to need at your home? How much is going to run your electric bills up? Do you think they care? No. It's the Democrat Party. It should be spelled DEMOKKKK. I think there's one too many K's there. ART. Rat, certainly rat. DEMOKKK, rat. That's the way it should be spelled. They are literally the party of slavery. That's historical fact. Look it up. If they weren't, there wouldn't be no slaves because they predate the Republican Party by a few decades. We had slaves the entire time. The Republican Party was formed to free the slaves. Just being a Democrat makes you a racist. It's that simple. You all, they are lying about everything. They are lying about everything. They don't care if you got to work your butt off and be in debt forever. They're getting money while you suffer. Everybody wants to get ahead. They want to be in debt. They want to live well. That bunch wants everything. They don't want to stop. They don't want to stop. I was showing you signs tonight. There's no reason. I saw a man, an African American male. He's a professional firefighter, very intelligent man. He was on the Weather Channel several months back. And as they pushed the fires out west, know where I'm at. Some of you live out there, and so for you, I guess it's just home, but out in the western section of the United States, those big fires out there. As they said, oh, these fires are being caused by global warming and climatic change, and that was a big problem. Yeah, that black man's a no-nonsense kind of guy, so when he's on there, now they know that he rebuked their claims. There was no arguments or anything else. He just said, well, 90-something%, I can't remember exactly, 90-something% of fires are caused by arson. Yeah, the people on Weather Channel, they call it that, but they're just like, oh, it's so sad. They can't just people do something with them. They didn't go into a battle. Oh, no, well, we're telling you, it's global. They didn't argue it. They had a real professional there. They couldn't argue. They didn't have the information. He did. They weren't about to argue with him about it. These were just nice and went along with it. And, but he said it. What they're doing is they're setting fires to promote their agenda. And that's what's going on. Climate's not doing any of that stuff. They're lying. People are burning down forests for their agenda. I just showed you one study on there that shows we got more, more ice than ever. And that was from NASA. They're lying. Stop watching media. You're stupid if you are still trusting them. They are lying about everything. It's all about money and power and agenda. Donald Trump was once a Democrat. When Donald Trump decided to run for president, he made the announcement. Hillary Clinton herself in 2013, before a board up there, said Donald Trump will make a great president. When Donald Trump announced his candidacy for president, there was a decision whether he's going to join the Democrat Party or the Republican Party. Democrats wanted Donald Trump. They liked his policies. The Republicans wanted Donald Trump. They liked his policies. They knew it would help America. Donald Trump went Republican. From there, a terrible hate, an anti-American way was manufactured. the Democrats done something about face a 180. A complete 180. They went from talking about protecting the border to opening the border and all kinds of things. They reversed everything they stood for as Americans. You can look it up. You can see Nancy Pelosi, Joe Biden, the Clintons, and all them, even Barack Obama, criticizing open border, talking about the security of America. And when Donald Trump come in, they changed every bit of it. The hate for Trump is manufactured. Only fools are falling for this stuff. And if you don't like Donald Trump, the ideas and policies, no one's perfect. Donald Trump's not perfect. Donald Trump should not have talked about groping women between the legs. That was wrong, and Donald Trump admitted that himself. However, technically, you watch all these jokes and everything, listen to rap music and these horrible jokes, these terrible movies of comedy, and you hear all these roasts, and everybody laughs about all this stuff. It's like Donald Trump's a bad guy. The only people that can really criticize Donald Trump for his comment are virgins who have never cussed. Everybody else are just hypocrites. Yeah, it was bad. I agree. But I really can't, I got run tops about Donald Trump because I told plenty of dirty jokes myself in my life. I'm at least acknowledging everybody else are wicked too, just being hypocrites. What really makes me mad though is the fact that even before Joe Biden came out there, I was showing people then the proof, the video proof of Biden groping little girls. We've got a real problem in America and the world when people whine about Trump's locker room joke, but they ain't saying crap about a man, an old man, groping little girls right on C-SPAN television. If you have a problem with Donald Trump's locker room joke, but you ain't saying jack crap about Joe Biden groping little girls, you are the problem. You are evil. You are stupid. You are biased. You are Nazi. I ain't telling you gotta like Trump, but by God, get your priorities straight. Get your priorities straight. I know people argue with us if they show them videos of Biden groping little girls, and they still want to vote for him. And some of these assholes are in the Nicole Davis community and sit there and scream about Anthony, and they say that he needs to be hung for that, but they politicize and they stop at politics because of their biased views for the left wing. When I point stuff out, they accuse me of using Nicole Davis for my politics. No, I didn't. I stood by Caitlin and protected her and other children by pointing these evil people out. You politicized it by stopping when it became a political person against the wing you're against. You politicized it by accepting a freaking tyrannical pedophile and betraying Caitlin and all the victims like her. Instead of standing up and say, I don't like the right wing, but we can't have this son of a bitch in here. That's what you should have been doing. No, you politicized it by stopping the protection. You didn't stand up for her. I did.